Hello, everybody. I am Donna Nova. I'm known online as the Transdimensional Twin Flame and the Afterlife Artist. I'm also a practitioner of Divination, meaning I use the pendulum and other tools to get messages from higher consciousness. My favorite way is to get them directly from channeling or mediumship or by location or any of those personal experiences. But today I am feeling called to send healing to the collective because the energy now, as we've all noticed, is quite heavy and harsh and is causing a lot of fear in people. And one of the things that I always want to impart with my teachings is that the fear itself is the thing that we need to deal with. The outside circumstances, yes, they do have to be dealt with, but if you understood that what you project from yourself is what your reality will basically turn into, you would realize that you don't want to manifest and co-create your fears. This reality is a co-creation between you and spirit. It's like a school. Earth is a school with experiences designed to help us all learn. So once you understand that everything is a learning experience, and that you are co-creating it, you can tailor your reality to the way that you want to learn. Yes, things are going to happen to you that you can't control necessarily. It's not about control. It's not about toxic positivity where you ignore what's going on in the world. That would not be spiritually awakened whatsoever. You don't ignore reality. You actually get more enmeshed in reality, but you understand that it's not simply physical. It is also metaphysical. It is non-physical. And when you connect to the non-physical higher aspects of yourself, your higher self, your guides, God, the ascended masters, and even extraterrestrials of all kinds, you understand that you are more than your physical body and your physical mind. Your physical body and your physical mind are simply the tools that we needed to get through this physical density. In the higher realms, we don't need those because we're not physical that same way. We're still physical, but we're made of energy. We are a higher vibrational being when we leave this physical plane. So you're still physical when you transition to the other side, just to clear that up. Some people mistakenly think that we just don't exist in a physical form at all on the other side, but since I've been there, I'm here to tell you we do. You can choose your form because it's energy. So, that being said, we need to collectively address our fears, but everybody has to do that within themselves. That's where shadow work comes in, which is the practice of dissecting your own subconscious, your own fears, your own thoughts, your behaviors, your patterns, everything that has repeated in your life, circumstances, the relationships that you have. Examine the pattern there and figure out, what is this trying to teach you? Your life is trying to teach you something. Everything that happens in your life is an opportunity for you to learn. But you're not going to learn what you should be learning if you're constantly stopping yourself because of fear. So what Chris, who is my twin flame in spirit, what he and I are going to be teaching and what we have been teaching, I've been teaching it for the last 10 years, but what we are teaching together since his transition across the veil 5 years ago is that we all need to take responsibility and accountability for ourselves and our behavior, but also our thoughts, because our thoughts create physical matter. It matters, literally, what you're thinking. And your beliefs and your thoughts and your traumas can get stuck in your body as an energy blockage, which is why chakra healing and clearing and energy work does need to be done. So what I'm going to do, starting today, are just some simple practices that you could also do. I'm going to use some of the tools that I have collected over the years, and just pull some cards for the collective, and I'm going to play my heart chakra singing bowl. It's a beautiful, beautiful tone. It moved me very much when I first heard it, and it is an authentic singing bowl from Tibet. And I'm going to pull a crystal also for the collective. And these are just little fun messages for you for the day to focus your intention. When you live a life with more focused intention, your life becomes very much more meaningful. It's a way of practicing mindfulness. Instead of going through the motions every day in your life, like you're on autopilot, like most people do, we've got to wake out of that. That's partly what spiritual awakening is. The first part of awakening, it's not even spiritual. It's just awakening to your own behavior and your own habits and your own thoughts. If you've never stopped and examined yourself, you probably don't even realize that a lot of your beliefs come from other people, and a lot of them are probably wrong. And a lot of them were probably put there unconsciously by the other people, or even on purpose, to make you feel smaller and to keep you in line. Our culture, in the West is not always about empowering your individuality. I think we all know that now. But we need to take our individuality back. But how can you take back your life if you don't know who you are? So, today I'm going to pull some cards for the collective. I have some really beautiful decks. Now, I'm not really a proficient tarot reader. I love the tarot, but I'm going to look up the meanings for all the cards when I pull them. And then I've got some oracle cards, which are just little messages that you can, think about throughout your day. This is just a little intuitive exercise to connect to the higher consciousness. The higher consciousness does communicate through these tools if the person using the tools is connected to higher consciousness. If the person is not really connected to higher consciousness, it's not going to work. But I am connected, so my card pulls are usually great. All right. Okay, this is my sacred space, and these are my tools. This is just one of my sacred spaces. I have my whole apartment is basically a sacred space. All the artwork is my channeled artwork. There's my cabinet for the rest of my singing bowls and some of my crystals, you can see. And some, there's my big honey calcite specimen. So I'm going to pull some of these cards. As you can see, I have a Lenormand deck. This is not tarot, it's a different system. And then I have, it's right there. And then I have her tarot deck as well, the Guardians of the Night. This is my favorite deck ever. It's a little bit hard to handle because they're slick cards, but they're the most beautiful cards that I've ever seen. And then there is my singing bowl, and then there is my bag of crystals. So I'm going to play the singing bowl first, and then we'll pull some cards, and then we'll pull a crystal. Okay. Sound is one way to clear your space. You can use other things like Palo Santo and sage, but Singing bowls or tuning forks are good for breaking up the energy of a space. It's the same way that you would want to break up your own energy by doing some kind of exercise. It's the same concept. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull from this little oracle card deck for the collective. I can't find the box to it. I don't know what I did with that. So let me just shuffle real quick. This card is for anybody watching this right now. It's a general card, a general reading. If you would like something more specific for you, feel free to contact me. For right now, I am doing something where I offer my services like this, but also I do chakra clearings and energy readings, like chakra readings and clearings. And I also sell crystals and artwork infused with healing energy. But for right now, with these services, I'm just offering them for free, but also with a donation. If you get your own private reading and you would like to leave a donation with PayPal or Venmo, I definitely accept that. But it's up to you what you think it's worth. And if you can't afford something like this right now, of course, it'll be free. But hopefully some people find some value in it. Okay, so here's the deck. I'm just going to intuitively pull one, and it's this. I trust in my gifts. Now, this is a really good one for me personally, and for all of you, but doing this today, I haven't pulled cards in a long time, and, ooh, we left one out. We're going to pull this one too, because we left it out by accident. Doing this right here is me trusting my gifts, so that was probably for me. Okay, here's another one that got left on the table. The world is blessed to have you. You really should believe this, because it's the truth. Nobody is here by accident. We are all equally pieces of the all that is, source consciousness, whatever you call that. We are all equal. We are all meant to be here. There are no accidents. It's just about learning, you know? Okay. Let me see what else. I want to do one more oracle card. So, these love oracle cards. Now, I haven't used these very much. Some of these decks are actually for sale. The ones over here, not this one, that's my first tarot deck that I ever got, but the rest of them over here, they're for sale. From when I had my art studio and metaphysical store that I closed recently. So, let me know if you want one of those. They're very affordable. They're not priced very high. And I also have pendulums and crystals that we could stick in a bundle for you. Okay, so today for the collective, here is another collective card for everybody. These two wanted to come out together. Girl with a snake, an empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Okay. Now I believe this is actually a message for all of us right now in America who are watching our country and our people be suppressed. And they are narcissists. And we need to wake up out of this pattern. I had this pattern in my own life until I woke up out of it. You take your power back by putting up these boundaries and standing up for what's right. Okay? And this is this next card. Interested. Oh, what does it say? Talking. Interested. Conversing more. Awaited messages arrives. Text, call, email. They phrased this weird. Interested. Conversing more. Awaited message arrives. Text, call, email. Okay, so they're saying this is about communication. Something that you've been waiting for arrives. Some kind of message you've been waiting for arrives, and it could be a text, call, or an email, anything like that. So that's interesting. That's good. So keep that in mind. Actually, I don't think we have time to do everything I was going to do. And we don't have to, because I can just do these every day. I'll just pull one of these Guardian of the Night tarot. It's this. I'll just pull one so you can see how beautiful they are, and hopefully I understand the meaning of the card enough to give you an interpretation. All right, let me see if I can see this one. Oh, it looks like, okay, the Chariot. It's the Chariot. And if I'm not mistaken, that is a honey badger. Looks like a honey badger. Or a badger. And some chickens. And the Chariot, though, in the tarot, is about movement. Movement forward. It could be travel. But it's going to a new place. Now, maybe you could go to a new place in your own mind. Maybe our collective could go to a new place in our desire to heal and have a world full of conscious connection and love and compassion for everyone, because that is where we need to go. I don't have time to read her description from her book, because I do realize I have a meeting to go to in about 10 minutes. But now I'm going to pull a crystal for the collective energy today. Just so you know, that I've got all of my tumbled stones in this velvet bag, and I'm just going to pull randomly out of the bag. There's a few in here that I don't even know what they are because I got them in a mystery box, but most of them I know what they are. All right. So, collective crystal for today. Okay. This is Angelite. It's blue. You probably can't see too well in here. This crystal connects you to angels. It connects you to the higher realms, higher consciousness. It's going to be about the throat chakra because it's blue, and the third eye and crown, all of them. The upper chakras all connect to the divine. And so the throat chakra is about communication. So this is about communicating with the divine, your own higher self. It doesn't have to be angels. I mean, some people aren't really into that language. I'm not religious, but it doesn't bother me because to me, I believe angels are actual beings. I don't believe they're religious. They're just beings. So this connects you to higher consciousness. If you have loved ones in spirit, this is a good crystal to connect with them. So I would say this crystal is telling us to connect more to our own higher consciousness and our guides, because the higher guidance that we need right now, it's going to come from there and not from the lower egoic mind. The lower egoic mind is the reason everybody's so afraid right now, because they're not tapping into their higher consciousness, which would give them the information that they needed. And it would give them the courage to know that they're not alone, so they don't have to be afraid. Okay, I hope that was helpful. If you would like your own card pulled, or a crystal, just message me or leave a comment and let me know. I hope you guys have a great day.